Hi, I'm Rob Durham, and today I'm going to give you some tips on how to work on your act and write more jokes with a partner.
He tours clubs and colleges all over. He's just published his third book. Give a nice big round of applause for Rob Durham.
Since most of us are still not allowed to take the stage yet, and it could still be a while, you don't want to get too rusty. You want to have some new material when you come out, but it's hard with no audience. You don't know how good your stuff's going to be. So I suggest writing with a partner. I know I've got one set up Tuesday night. We're going to Zoom with each other. And I think it's important that you respect that other person's humor. If it's someone that, you whisper in the back that they're a hack during open mic, you're obviously not going to want to work with them. So first, find someone who, you at least respect their joke writing process. Obviously, someone's going to be a little further along than others. If you're way more experienced than that other person, just figure you're paying it forward. Someone probably helped you in the past, so it's okay if it's a little one-sided. No big deal. If you have a recorded set, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, have that partner watch that set while they watch yours, and see if you can find any taglines for them. I know at open mic all the time I get off stage and someone's like, I got a tagline for you. What was that joke you were saying about whatever? And then they've got one more line they can slip in at the end. This happens in professional shows all the time. And you don't need to be a pro to offer a tagline to someone. I've had some great taglines just given to me from open micers over the years. It is fine. It's perfectly acceptable if your act is filled with taglines that other people have contributed. Comics like to help. It's no big deal. So again, start with exchanging videos and see what we can get out of that. When you're working with a partner, don't expect them to laugh, especially more experienced comedians. Just because we're not laughing at what you said doesn't mean we don't think it's a great joke. It's just, we're looking at it, we're analyzing it a little more. I know my friends, I have a lot of friends who say, you never laugh at my jokes. And it's like, I'm laughing on the inside. I don't know, I'm jaded or whatever. So, just because it's not getting any response from them laugh-wise doesn't mean it's not a good joke. They'll tell you, that's funny, or they may let out a little ha, something like that. But a lot of times professional comedians don't laugh nearly as easy as your audience. So don't be discouraged if that's the case. Be sure you stay on task. It's very easy to get into just comedy gossip and not actually work on your act. I know that's happened quite a few times when I meet up with other comics. So make sure, that notebook is in front of you and you're actually working on that kind of thing. You can exchange trade secrets. If you don't have any jokes to work on or anything like that, you can help each other with, maybe some booker exchanges or some contacts or advice on this and that. But stay on task as best you can and avoid just the worthless gossip. There are exercises you can do as well. I know my buddy Nathan came over once and he said, hey, let's write 15 jokes about, I think it was yoga pants. So we sat there and made 15 lines about that. And maybe that could have, it didn't trigger any bits for me, but it's a good way to warm up or just get you back. If you haven't written in a while, it's a good way to get back into that state of mind to write like a comedian. So find a topic and as a partnership, see if you can think of 15 lines about that topic. Another benefit to writing with a partner is even if you can't help them craft a joke or a funny joke, you can serve as an audience to, if they're wondering, does this joke cross the line? Is it too offensive? Is it sexist? Can I get away with this? They're going to be a nice opinion on that. An experienced comic will let you know, what kind of gigs you can get away with that at. So, for instance, you can get away with a lot more at a one-nighter in the middle of nowhere than a comedy club in a city. So, you get that extra set of ears can kind of help you judge what you should keep in your act and what you should get rid of. Another thing too is even if you can't help write the joke to make it funnier, you can help with other things like setups. I know my buddy Tim, a lot of times before open mic, he'll be like, hey, I need the name of a band that people will get, but they're still kind of abstract, something like that. So, if your act has an allusion in it, a reference to a famous work, you can help with that. What movie or band would the audience know? Because you don't want to be too abstract with things. So having, again, that second opinion is really beneficial on just the things in the setup of your joke. So if you're going through your act, you almost want to say your joke exactly as you're going to say it on stage. Maybe not the same cadence or tone, but use the exact wording you're going to use. And if a lot of times you're going to notice that setup is too long, because if it's just you talking to someone else and you're setting it up, that's going to be blatantly clear that you need to trim that setup down. And if they don't tell you, I think you can realize on your own, hey, I need to cut back on this one. It's taking way too long to get to the punchline. So that's a lot easier to see when it's one-on-one versus an audience waiting attentively. So again, find someone else in your open mic community and help them grow. They'll help you grow. I think it helps the open mic community if you're all working together on things. Find a few partners here or there. I would limit it. You don't want to have more than one or two other people, just because, it does take a lot of time, and you don't want to, someone to rob all that focus from your act. Although, the more minds, the better. I don't know, whatever works for you on that kind of thing. Again, you find someone with a different style. If you're both one-liner comics, that may be, you don't want to sound like someone else, especially in your open mic community. So find someone who you respect their tastes and their style and their sense of humor, but isn't an exact clone of how you sound. So keep that unique voice. For more tips on how to make money in stand-up comedy, check out my book, Don't Wear Shorts on Stage. This is available as an ebook as well on Amazon. And I was going to say check my upcoming dates, but as of now, nothing is for certain. So hopefully we'll get back on the stages this summer when it's safe. I'll see you next time. Thanks.